got into Enshrouded. I think we talked a little bit about it last episode.
Sure. Well, it's funny because the last episode we talked about it, and I was saying it's calling to me, but I'm not going to get it. And then literally the next day, I was like, man, I really want to check out Enshrouded. And I was able to secure a review copy, which is great because it's still part of my, I'm not buying games. This is my EROX no buying game moratorium. So it worked out. And then I got in there, and I've always been saying up until recently, that I'm not a survival games guy. Like, it doesn't appeal to me. I don't like, it gives me anxiety. You're hungry. You're cold. All this stuff, dude. It's too much. But between Palworld and Enshrouded, I'm having a blast with these games. So, yeah, I'm interested to hear your take on it.
Okay, I think last week you said it's a bad time to be one of these survival crafter games because Palworld just came out. And I'm landing 100% in that camp. I think Palworld will be the only reason that I don't head full force into this game. It is definitely the better base builder between the two, but Palworld says they're going to come out with some fixes and maybe they'll be a little bit better. But yeah, it's a lot more like Rust and things like that. Palworld has this formula down that's keeping me stuck to it for a while. Otherwise, yeah, I'd love to get back into this. I see how this game is going to go. If you like Conan Exiles, if you like Rust, it's got all those base building, survival crafting elements, and it adds a little something to it with this whole, what is it called? The darker areas.
The Shroud.
The Shroud. Yeah, okay. Yeah, the name kind of says it all, I guess. Enshrouded. So when you are enshrouded, you're in a special danger, and you need to limit your time in there. It's fun. I could see myself getting back into it a little later down the road.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm going back and forth between the two. I'm playing Palworld on Game Pass with my son, and it's definitely a different experience playing with him. But then I'm playing Enshrouded on the Steam Deck, and I love it for all the other reasons. Like, I think I enjoy the RPG elements in Enshrouded a lot more, like going out and fighting things and leveling this amazing skill tree with magic and stuff like that. That is real cool. The base building is so much better. You can really do whatever. One thing that I enjoy about Palworld, not being a fan or being a newcomer to this style of game, is Palworld definitely, they hold your hand a lot more in terms of okay, this is just the simple things, the quality of life things. Palworld, you could build from your storage. You don't have to be holding it. They're so enshrouded, okay, I put stuff in the storage so I could take it out and have it in my hand so that I could increase my flame or build this. So it's that sort of stuff. It's kind of annoying. So I'll spend 5 minutes just kind of moving things around between my backpack and the thing just so that I can build something. So it's like that in Palworld I take for granted. Dude, and you got your pals just moving it for you. You don't have to do anything. So that's cool as far as the base part of that I enjoy. But yeah, I definitely see each has their pros and their cons for sure. Enshrouded, I feel, is a deeper game overall. But to what extent? What do you want to do? Palworld, the addition of these pals to this survival game it's huge. It's never been done really.
Yeah.
So it's really cool. It's a great time to be a fan of survival games, but it's definitely a tough decision of what you want to play.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's working out for me in that I'm not really allowed to play Palworld without my son. So then I just play Enshrouded, when he doesn't want to play. So it's good. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, to be clear, two totally different experiences. In a lot of ways, it's not right to compare the two. But at the same time, if you're into base building games and survival crafters, there is some overlap there. I just personally prefer Palworld at the moment. That might change over time.
Yeah, both of them are in early access, so they're both going to be changing the actual game. So we'll see who can polish it up more and make it, because both of them have a little bit of jank to each of them. So it'll be nice to see where they come out of this. But yeah, it's great, dude. They were like 1 and 2 on Steam for a little bit. It was really cool. It was when we talked about it last week, I was like, dude, no one's gonna be playing Enshrouded because the people that are into this sort of thing are playing Palworld. But there's a lot more of those people than I thought.
Yeah, I saw it was like a 9 out of 10 on Steam last I looked.
Yeah, it's doing great.